much time do you think you spend on the internet? The average adult spends 20 hours on the internet a week. That is a lot of time you could be spent doing something more productive. Today I'm going to discuss the negative impacts of the internet and why you should be spending less time online. No, I'm not going to tell you to stop using the internet completely. That would be ridiculous. The internet can be a fun and loving place at times, but it can also be a dark and evil place. So I'm going to enlighten you on the negative impacts of the internet. When we spend so much time on the internet, we are losing a lot of face-to-face communication. This is important to have as a human being. If you are talking to a person face-to-face, it builds a better relationship. They will build more trust with you. When you take the time out of your day to talk to someone in person, it automatically makes you feel better. It's important to a person's health to have some type of physical interaction. Many adults have started chatting online, but the biggest problem is upcoming teenagers. They were born with the internet, so they are more prone to chatting online. They are missing out on human interaction, which creates anxiety, hurts relationships with family and friends, and separates them from the real world. The internet can also cause cyberbullying. 52% of people have reported cyberbullied in their life. This is a very high number considering it could be avoided completely. The internet has many social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. These are great platforms to create bullying someone. People feel more comfortable when they are behind a computer screen. They are more likely to say negative things because it's not in person and they can get away with it easier because it cannot be controlled by the law. This cases built up and skyrocketed since the creation of the internet. There is definitely a lack of privacy when you decide to use the internet. When you create a social media account, you are putting your full name, where you live, and other private information that anyone can access. Strangers could find out where you live and harm you. It's also possible that you could find your hobbies and interests and use that against you. You could get fired from your job if your boss finds something inappropriate. Hackers are also something you should look out for. They could steal your social security cards, your credit cards, and harm you this way, which could ruin your life. The internet can also harm your health. While you're on the internet, you are not getting any physical activity. Before the internet, people used to do physical activity when they were bored. Adults might go on a walk for exercise, they might read a book to stimulate their brain. Childhood has now changed. Children used to play outside, now they are on their laptops playing internet games. This puts harm on everyone's health because they're getting less physical exercise. The internet can also lead to insomnia and lots of other stress on your eyes. The green light on your computer screen can stress your eyes and end up keeping you from getting the appropriate amount of sleep. Cheating has become more popular and easy with the internet. There are many essays and homework answers to be found on the internet by students. This ends up turning into academic fraud and plagiarism. Cheating can still happen with programs that teachers use today. It's not always easy to find, but it is morally wrong and unfair to the person who actually wrote it. The internet can also lead to inappropriate materials. There are people of all ages using the internet, but there seems to be a lot of inappropriate material targeted to young people. There are many things on the internet that should not be seen, especially by young people. There are a lot of websites with pornography on them. This might bring up a lot of questions for the younger audience and might want to try these tasks early. There is also a lot of violence on the internet. There are videos of fighting, suicide, and even murder. This is graphic material that no one should see. There is also lots of information about drugs on the internet. People post themselves doing drugs and thinking it is fun. The younger audience might see their actions and think it's cool. They might want to try it one day and hurt themselves. Without the internet, they might not find out about these drugs till later on in life. The internet can cause you to do illegal activities. Many people do this on the internet without even realizing it. Many people download free music or movies on websites thinking it's appropriate or thinking they won't get caught. It's exciting thinking you can get free entertainment from these websites, but it can get you in a lot of trouble. You might even get jail time from simply a movie or music album. It's also unfair to the people marketing these items and not getting paid for it. Having the internet can be like a double-edged sword. There are positive and negative factors when using the internet. There are definitely more negative factors than people think. The internet can hurt your social life, cause cyberbullying, lack of privacy, health problems, cheating, and illegal activities. I hope you learned a lot from my speech that the internet is always not a safe place. It can be harmful to you, your family, and your friends. It's always important to monitor yourself and your loved ones while using the internet. If you spend less time on it, it is more likely that any of this will not happen to you. Stay safe and smart while using the internet. Thank you. Hey, I'm so sorry. How about that? Hey, I'm sorry I hit end before I was supposed to show the rest of these people, so. Thank you.